Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without...
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me! A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game stops. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes this... Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be... So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. But the game has only just begun. Remember? As much as we'd like to attack again, it seems... In that case, after you end round, you won't be able to do anything else, and once everyone chooses end round, we can move on. All right! Here we are, and a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the element. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no... But don't worry. Situations like these are why we have the option to. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 Once D-Luke's energy is full, he can use a powerful element. Never mind. Let's start with the normal D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro element. It's time to use.
Time for retribution!
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG. Next up, it's time for your second character. Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is gonna cost... When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be a...
Dodge this!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by different types of elemental damage. An elemental at the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have... Normally, we can only use the active... Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke. You can spend 1 elemental die.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. Most skills can only target the active character. All right then, now that D-Luke... Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing when triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads... Next up, let's learn how to... These cards are all known. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental... usable dice? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and... So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play the... So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well, but wait. Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro... Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced... By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current act... Sometimes, you ingenious invocation. In this case, just like playing cards from your... Come on, hurry up! Would you look at that? Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught? Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real... At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back... Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting act. Oh boy, this one's a real... Let's see how you do this time.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be... Reference this to come up with effect. Well then.
This will be interesting.
Wait. There's what every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your act. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice.
Dodge this!
All right, cool. Those are the beasts. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new player. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there is still...
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know that...
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound!
Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card?
It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago. But he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Take your time. I look forward to our first duel.